Silver CS is what your Cougars are wearing tonight. The captains are waiting. We're going to have the national anthem, and then the captains will meet. The captains, of course, for your College Station Cougars, Tony Hamilton, along with Peyton Cashin, Jaden Bellows, Harper Hall, and Arrington Maiden. Crowd still filing in. Decent crowd on the other side for Hendrickson. More people than I really expected to make the trip over from Pflugerville tonight. And for College Station, a good crowd as always over here. Student section starting to fill up as we get ready for this one. We're going to step aside as they play the national anthem. When we come back, we'll have the kickoff. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Ever find yourself in a department store with a question, but you can't find anyone who actually works there, so you just wander? That's what it feels like when you call most banks. But at Frost, we have live customer service 24/7. So you can speak to a real human right when you call, every time you call. No phone tree, no bots, just help from a real human when you need it. It's about being there for you. It's about more than money. Frost Bank.
Playing fair, giving our all, and keeping an eye on the goal has helped us succeed.
The flags were raised tonight by members of the CSHS Student Council, Isaiah Tillery and Diamond Taylor.
We wrap up the Frostbank pregame show. We're getting ready for kickoff here at the Cougar Stadium as College Station gets ready to take on the Hendrickson Hawks. Away onto the field, as I told you, Cashin, Tony Hamilton, Jaden Bellows, Harper Hall, and Arrington Maiden for your College Station Cougars. And across the way for the Hendrickson Hawks, we have Jacob Gladney, we have Joseph Brown, along with Joseph Flores, and the final one looking out there is going to be number 78, Ronald Simmons, one of their big offensive linemen.
Well, and that's one of the things they thought they were going to have some improvement this year is because they did have a bigger offensive line with some seniors. But, wow, it's been a lot of football. We've watched these 5 seniors that are captains out there for the Cougars, and they know they have another home game next week. But still, you get the opportunity to see them, introduced here as seniors on the 10th game of the year for the Cougars. That's pretty exciting for them and their families.
One of the rare opportunities we've had to see them here this year is they only had 4 home games in the regular season. As we said, though, next week the first playoff game will be here against either New Braunfels Canyon or Bernie Champion.
And even though, it's 99% of the time you have neutral sites, we did see Veterans Memorial and Far San Juan Alamo North last year play at Buccaneer Stadium. It's not Miller Buccaneer Stadium, but Buccaneer Stadium in Corpus Christi, and they will be playing if they have a rematch down in Far this year. So it does happen on occasion.
Looks like Hendrickson won the toss. They elect to receive to get things started here. The captain's shaking hands, and we'll be underway shortly here with our first quarter. If I find my sponsor sheets, our first quarter is brought to you by Kelly Bird Dozer, your #1 excavating contractor. Kelly Bird Dozer, 778-1902, proudly supporting the youth of our community.
And not too surprised that they would want to get the football first and, try to do something to get a lead. I think that, like the Cougars when they were playing earlier this year, when you are against a team that's probably going to control the ball, not because that's the style of offense that the Cougars have, just because their efficiency, then sometimes you'll see that team say, hey, I want the football first, and like the Cougars did against Glenn.
Back to receive is going to be Maddox Quiller along with Spencer DeStefano. They'll be the 2 deep backs for the Hawks. Gustavo Lopez, wearing number 99, makes his way out. He will kick it off for your College Station Cougars as we get ready for the final game of the regular season. College
Kicking off
Station
for the
81
Cougars,
overall,
number 99,
6-0
Gustavo
in District 11
Lopez.
5A, while Pflugerville Hendrickson comes in at 3-6 and 1-5. Fans on their feet, ready to go. Students are on their feet. They're ready to go. Gustavo has it on the feet. We're about ready to get underway here in the final week of the regular season, and the ball falls out the feet. Gustavo can get to it, so we'll have to reset and start all over.
Exactly when he started to take a step. We have no wind here tonight. The flag is straight down. It is a beautiful night for football. Currently it is 69 degrees. We'll probably have
Gustavo puts his foot into it. A good, high, deep kick. Should be fielded in the end zone by Stefano. He's going to bring it out. He's got the 10. Cuts left 15 and dropped down at about the 17-yard
Number 10
line.
pitcher to Stefano. Tackle made by number 23, Madden Hurd.
directional kick. Great to see coverage there from the Cougars. You know that was a focus, obviously.
An 18-yard kickoff return. It'll be 1st and 10 for Hendrickson at their own 18.
Defense heads out on the field to get things started. Looking out there, I do see Liam Ponte out there at the starting line in the starting lineup. We were told that it would be Madden Hurd, but it looks like it's going to be Ponte. Shotgun formation for the Hawks. They'll bring a receiver in motion. That is going to be Joseph Flores. Snap is back, going to hand it off to the running back. He's going to go left. He'll get a couple of yards before he's met by
Number 24, Carson Workman on the carry. Tackle made by number 25, Malik Cotton.
Their starting quarterback is going to be Antonio Jr.
Gain of 4 to the 22.
It's 4 on the
It'll be
game,
2nd and 6 for the Hawks.
See how much time they decide to take between plays. Is
and I take a fat.
looks like they will
Okay, may it be sweet.
take you to at least 15 before they call for the snap.
Shotgun formation again for Cleveland. Going to hand it off again.
False start should have been on 78 right there.
Number 24, Carson Workman on the carry.
Side run there by
Tackle made by number 4, Tony Hamilton. Gain of 3 to the 25. It'll be 3rd and 3.
You look at their offensive line, they have some big kids up there. We talked about their draft. Also, Darius Hines. Darius Hines listed as a freshman. You look at him, he's doing things well.
You know, they had expectations to contend this year, and I think that's one of the reasons why the disappointment of those back-to-back one-point losses really led to a showing last week where they only lost 7 points.
3rd down and 3 here for the Hawks on their first possession of the ball game. Trying to make the handoff. Quarterback's going to run forward. Now he's going to throw, and it's going to be incomplete. It's out there for
Pass is going to be number 4, Smith.
short. Smith could not
Defending for the Cougars, number 4, Tony Hamilton, will be 4th down.
And it was not offsides on the previous play. I did not realize it. Robinson had his big and the movement was actually his snap.
Dropping back to punt for the Hawks, number 37.
It went uncalled on the previous snap.
back to receiving.
Leads the Cougars,
punt.
number
Thomas
16,
Herring.
Thomas
First
Herring.
time we've seen him back receiving punts this season.
The camera kick, right?
Way not a very good one. That punter there was the coach. Out of bounds at the College Station 45.
A 30-yard punt with no return. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars at their own 45.
Cougar football brought to you this season by Ag Solar Guard, your local Virginia dealer for over 34 years. Call 26010 and by Blaine College, proud to support local students. Harrington made the quarterback. It's a starting tailback. Pass on first down. Has a receiver Jackson Verdugo about a 9-yard gain.
Harrington made his pass to pitch number 0,
Not surprised to
Jackson
see Verdugo, who did
Verdugo.
a great job last week.
Tackle made by number 6,
Inline tight
Jacob
end, made a lot of
Bradley,
those
number 7,
running plays,
Jackson
those big
Davis.
running plays, work for
Gain
the
of 8
Cougars.
to the Hendrickson 47, 2nd and 2.
47
Number 24, Connor Cashin on the carry. Tackle made by number 40, Tyson Grove. Gain of 1, it'll be 3rd and 1.
RJ Casas checks in. Gonna hand it off to Cash, and he's going to try and go off the right side. He's going to be swallowed up. He's going to lose 2 yards.
Jackson will carry.
They just
Tackle made by number 7, Jackson Davis. A loss on the play. Loss of 2 to the Hendrickson 48 will be 4th down.
Cash, and this is running against ones that are fresh, and that's an adjustment he's going to have to make here tonight.
Talking to the birthday boy, Coach Joseph.
In the punt, number 12, Cade Corcoran.
Coach Hedge, a happy birthday today. As Cade
D for the
Corcoran
Hawks,
comes in,
number
puts his
10,
foot
Spencer
into punt. He's
DeStefano.
going to hit it to 10 and bounce into the end zone for a touchback. It'll be first
A
and 10.
48-yard punt with no return. It'll be 1st and 10 for Hendrickson at their own 20.
That was a good punt right there. I mean, he had good rhythm on taking the ball back and didn't try to do anything other than get a good solid kick in. They'll get the ball on the touchback. I like that punt from Cash.
Cougars go 3 out, 3 and out after the Hawks went 3 and out. Start first and 10, so 29 minutes each on the clock. No scores we play here in the quarter.
Check.
That's a good test for the Cougars. They're built more for quickness and really making his line and reach than it is to really get pounded a little bit.
Hand it off to Workman. Off the left side. He'll get about 2 yards, maybe 3.
Number
Actually,
24,
still fighting
Carson
for it.
Workman
They'll
on
give
the
him
carry.
5. Gets it up to the 25. Good job
Tackle
there
made
by
by number
Workman, keeping those
11,
legs
Jake
turning.
Bellows, and
Yeah,
number
that
4,
wasn't the
Tony
push from the offensive
Hamilton.
line. That was just Workman.
Gain of 5 to the
Continuing
25. It'll be
keep
2nd
the
and
legs
5.
going and get maybe on top of a guy and then kept it going to get that 5-yard gain.
Second and 5. Hendrickson, 25-yard line. Clock down to 10. Pitch it that way. Workman looking for a block, doesn't get one, and he's going to lose yardage.
Number 24, Carson Workman
And
on
you
the
had Anthony
carry.
Madrano, Tony Hamilton.
Tackle made by number 6,
Also
Fisher
Fisher
Maynard.
Maynard making the tackle as he's going to lose 2 back to
Loss of 1 to the
Well, that time
24.
the Cougars
It'll be
got to
3rd and
use that
6.
quickness and not the straight up blocking that we saw there on that 5-yard gain on first down. So, harder to run to the side, and then they've also gone to the left up until that play.
My mistake on that. They mark him for a 1-yard loss at the 24. It'll be 3rd and 6. Send 2 receivers to the side of the formation. He's left. Drops back. Throw. Has between the pocket.
Pass intended for number 16, James Lee. Broken up by number 4, Tony Hamilton.
Broke right
It'll
on
be
the ball.
4th down.
Didn't look for the interception and have it come off of him, and he knocked it to the ground. That's good complimentary football right there to just give his, 3rd down, then just give his team a chance to see a punt return.
In the punt, number 37, Divin DeCoke.
DeCoke to punt it away. Thomas Herring once again back to receive it. Stands at his own 43-yard line. High snap. DeCoke pulls it down, though. Does a good job of getting the kick away, end over end. Hits at the 50. And takes a Hendrickson bounce, and it'll be killed at the College Station 41-yard line.
A 40-yard punt with no return. It'll be
Right
1st
there,
and 10 for the Cougars at their
bounced so
own
far away from
36.
the punt returner. Can't really get upset about that. It just didn't have any carry to even get to.
Cougars went 3 and out on their first possession. Here's they're going to go into the backfield. Connor Cashin out here on the left side, along with Jake Pivoto. On the far side, you have Jackson Verdugo, Peyton Cashin. Xavier Bell offset at tight end now. He'll go in motion from left to right. Going to throw the bubble screen to Cashin. Peyton Cashin. Peyton Cashin makes the catch, gets a block, and he'll get about a 7-yard gain.
Tackle made by number 10, Spencer DeStefano. Gain of 7 for the 43 on the 2nd and 3 for the Cougars.
Shotgun formation. Connor Cashin in the backfield. Got to hand it off to him, going from right to left. Hits the line of scrimmage,
Number
falls
24,
forward, and he'll be
Connor
close
Cashin
to the
on the
first
carry.
down. I believe he has it. No signal yet.
Tackle made by number 54.
Yeah, they're going to go
Dominic
head line on
Valdez.
this side.
Far side is back.
A gain of 3 to the 46.
Is enough for
It's first and 10 Cougars.
first down in the game. 13. Right side. And it'll bring up second down.
Good job right there is when he got his shoulders turned and was near their sideline to find a spot to throw the ball, at the feet of anybody, white jersey or gray jersey, and had a second down and 10.
Peyton Cashin checks back in. He'll go to the right side of the formation with Verdugo. Left side is Pito with Connor Cashin stepping behind him. Ball to his right. Verdugo makes the catch into Hawks territory and finally brought down at the 38-yard line. Actually, they'll mark him at the 39, but it is enough for a first down.
Brandon Mosley.
So they fake
Again,
the pass
15
to
to
the left.
Hendrickson,
Bates
39
rolls
in
to
the
his
first
right,
and 10
finds Verdugo
Cougar.
for the first down. Empty backfield again. This time, Maiden's going to take it himself. He's got some room off the left side. He's at the 30, cuts outside, 25, and out of bounds right there.
Harrington
Great
on the carry.
quarterback draw right there, and your best athlete in the backfield.
Tackle away by number
with,
2, Maddox
Sickles
Keeler.
taking out Stapp.
Get a 50 on the play, and
A&B
another
is
first
to
and
let your quarterback run the football, and he gets a huge first down.
They'll say he got to the 24 before he went out of bounds. It'll be first and 10. Going to pitch it to Connor Cashin. Going off the left side. Big hole. Gets tripped up, however, as he gets across the 20. They'll mark him at the 17.
There you go. Getting him out in space and not running into those linebackers on the ISO play, giving him a chance to have some success.
2nd and 3 after the 7-yard gain. Going to pitch it to him this time going on the right side. He'll break out of a tackle, sneak through the line, and he'll have the first down. That
Number
was
24,
a nice
Connor
run by
Cashin on the carry.
Low pad level, maybe?
Tackle man
He's
number
not
11,
really a big
Brandon
guy.
Mosley, and number 7, Jackson Davis.
5-5. And he gets
Gain
the
of
first
5 to
down,
the
and
12.
He gets into the 12-yard line.
And the first and 10
5-yard
Cougars.
gain.
Interesting.
Well, they brought in Kate Corcoran.
Oborowski type action here.
Kate Corcoran went to the center. They
24,
went wide
Connor
to the
Cashin on the carry.
And they handed it off.
They handed it off to Connor Cashin.
Yes, the ball did not touch the
Yeah.
ground like the old Fumblerooski.
Yeah, but it was very similar. And
Yes.
Corcoran just kind of faked a pitch to Harrington Maiden coming from left to right. Ends up being about a 3-yard gain for Connor Cashin. Now back in their regular formation. Going to hand it off to Connor Cashin. Left side into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars!
Number 24, Connor Cashin in for the Cougar touchdown.
Here's the score right there because they got some balance and showed enough different looks that they couldn't just keep on cashing there. But still, great job on the offensive lineman to open that up. And how about the week before the playoffs? We saw a formation and a play that we've never seen. And the whole time I've covered the Cougars, that play right there by Coach DeBerry, the offensive coordinator.
Trey Stasny's extra point is up, and it's good. 4:50 to go, quarter number 1. Your new score, College Station 7, Hendrickson 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
A tradition may be a little too
964.
unsophisticated for some people in other
long was
parts
the
of
run?
the state.
9
But
yards.
we know that
Thank you.
sometimes a little tradition
8
can go
yards.
a long
8
way.
yards.
I like these traditions. That's one of the reasons why I do my banking with Prosperity. Prosperity Bank knows good business and good banking. They were with me when the economy was rough, and they'll be with me as the economy grows stronger. They run their bank right. It's their tradition. Member FDIC, ProsperityBankUSA.com.
Cougars get on the scoreboard first. They lead at 7-0.
It was a 9-play, 64-yard drive, 8-yard touchdown run by Cashin. And which Cashin was it? Well, it's as I flip it
Connor.
back, Connor Cashin. So Connor Cashin, who, touchdowns have not been an issue for Connor Cashin this year anyway.
That's number 8 on
Yes.
the season for him.
Number 8, and he is second on the team in touchdowns now rushing. So great job by Connor Cashin there. And the Cougars lead 7-0 with 4:50 to play in the first quarter.
We'll look at more scores later, but just keeping an eye on a couple in the district because of seeding purposes for teams other than College Station. Right now, Cedar Park, Georgetown tied at 7. A&M Consolidated leads Leander Glenn 7-0. Gustavo Lopez to kick it off. Back to receive it, Spencer DeStefano and Maddox Quiller. This one is going to come down to DeStefano. He'll field it at the 4. He's at the 10, going from right to left, and nailed at the 15-yard line. A great tackle there by Thomas Herring as he falls forward to the 16.
And warming up right now is Cade Cochran, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Cougars, did something with their quarterback play right away. Nothing with Aiden Martinez-Brown on injury front, but it's for real next week.
So Cade Cochran is throwing on the sideline. Harrington Maiden sitting over with the starting offensive players, with Connor Cashin and Xavier Vela over there with him. Verdugo has its 1st and 10 for the Hawks on their own 16-yard line. Cleveland takes the snap. They tried to run a trick play. That was blown up by Caden Keller as they tried to pitch it to the wide receiver,
25.
Trevor Morgan, coming from right to left, and Caden Keller was there, drops him back at the 10, loss of 6.
Yeah, that was knowing what your play is. They had that well scouted and moved them back. 6-yard loss right there. He was not running across the line of scrimmage. He was running a diagonal away from the line of scrimmage, and the Cougars, an easy 6-yard loss there.
2nd and 16 now for the Hawks. Cleveland gonna fake the give, keep it himself. He'll pick up the lost yardage and a little bit more as he gets to the 19-yard line. And that's going to set up 3rd and 8.
Passing has been an adventure. He underthrew the second pass that he attempted tonight.
3rd and long here. Takes the snap. Going to throw the little screen out in the flat to the running back Workman, and he's got nowhere to go. Is Cinco de Gear along with Malik Cotton and Jaden Bellows there. No gain on the play. That'll bring up a punt situation. Another scoreboard look here. The district that we're waiting on, District 12.
So you can give District 12 scores.
Okay, District 12 score right now. San Antonio Wagner up 7-0 over New Braunfels Canyon. A Wagner victory means that New Braunfels Canyon will be the opponent for College Station next week. The other possible opponent is Bernie Champion. They are leading MacArthur 14-6. Punt is off. It's an end over end. Herring's going to field it on a hop at the 43. Shakes one tackle, shakes another one, and gets right up around the midfield stripe. Still going, being pushed forward, and he's finally going to go down at the 46-yard line.
And that is their 46-yard line, the Hawks. Right. I mean, he took contact at the 45 and then made 9 yards of it after that.
Cade Corcoran is going to be the quarterback on this drive. We'll also see Cody Dixon in there at one of the wide receiver positions. Connor Cashin to the right of Cade Corcoran. Corcoran takes the snap, hands it off to Cashin, going from right to left. Hit as he gets to the line of scrimmage, but able to squeak out a 2-yard gain to the 44.
To the 44, 2nd and 8.
Cougars getting Cade Corcoran some valuable work here. He's going to throw. He's got Peyton Cashin, bobbles it, but makes the catch. but that does slow him up enough that he only gets a 2-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down and 6.
Tackle number 5, Diego Gonzalez, and number 10, Spencer DeStefano. Game 3, the 41, 3rd and 5.
Already got the play call in, and
1:40 to go here in the first quarter. Your Cougars up 7-0. Peyton Cashin in motion from left to right. Corcoran takes the snap. He's going to throw. He's got Peyton Cashin on the crossing route, makes the catch, has the first down and more as he's all the way up to the Hendrickson 25-yard line.
yeah, didn't think that he went down, but they whistled him there. He was already getting up. He was going to try to take it even, to the end zone, but another good cross pattern right there, and hit him in stride that time, and it really leads to an explosive play.
This time they're going to pitch it to him on the jet sweep, and he'll get 2. That should go down as a pass.
Yes, it is there.
And it's a 2-yard gain.
Tackle number 11, Brandon Mosley. Game 2 to 23, 2nd and 8.
Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Corcoran takes the snap, looking to throw. He's got protection. He's going to throw over the middle. It's going to be caught. No. Yes,
yeah, no,
it was caught.
down.
Caught
His
by
knee was
Cody
down.
Dixon. Okay, his knee was down when he caught it, but it is a first down at the 11-yard line.
It'll come back right there just a little bit low, and he was on his knee when he caught it, but still a good pass there.
Cody Dixon, 1st and 10 Cougars.
Still get a first down inside the 1-yard line.
Hand it off to Cashin. Cashin off the right side. Back into the middle and up to the 6. 5 yards on the gain. Tony Hamilton will check into the backfield now. He'll be to the right of Corcoran. Connor Cashin to Corcoran's left. Verdugo wide right, Dixon wide left. Give it to Tony Hamilton. He's looking for the end zone. He's going to find it. Touchdown, Cougars.
Number 4, Tony Hamilton.
Took a hit from their secondary right at the goal line, and he stumbles in backwards from there. So touchdown, Tony Hamilton, for a chance now to go up 14-0 with the extra point.
Trey Stasny on to add the extra point out of the hold of Cade Corcoran. Snap, spot, kick is up, and it is good. Your new score with 15 seconds to go in quarter number 1. College Station 14, Hendrickson 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
You protect your family's skin while outdoors, but did you know they're exposed to harmful UV rays while riding in your car? Lumar Automotive Tints blocks over 99% of harmful UV rays, plus provides heat and glare protection with style and comfort. New cars are expensive, so freshen up your ride with Lumar Automotive window tinting and protect yourself, your family, and your vehicle. Ag Solar Guard has been your local window tinting dealer for over 31 years. So trust Ag Solar Guard today and call 260-TINT. That's 260-TINT.
Cougars up their lead. They now lead at 14-0.
Yeah, it was a 7-play, 46-yard drive as Tony Hamilton capped it off with a 7-yard touchdown run, and already starting to see some of the backups get into him as Cody Dixon really keyed that with a 12-yard reception from backup quarterback Cade Corcoran.
Yeah, the Cougars trying to get some playing time for these kids because, as you know, moving forward, no telling what's going to happen as you get into the playoffs, and you want them to have some experience, giving them a chance to get experience against the ones as well from another team.
Yeah, and that bumps up Cade Corcoran's completion percentage to 80% on the year. He's 32 of 40 on the season. And the only person that probably isn't happy with all the playing time may be Connor Cashin because he's not averaging 11.7 yards a carry that he was coming into today.
Gustavo puts his foot into it. It's going to be fielded by DeStefano about 2 yards deep in the end zone. He's going to get out on the right side, and he'll run out of real estate as he gets up to the 22-yard line is where they're going to mark him.
And good job right there, College Station. First time they've bounced outside of the Cougar containment, but still able to force him to the boundary and use that as an extra sideline defender.
They actually marked him at the 21. The ref started at the 22 and then moved back to the 21. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 21.
It's like starting defense is still out there right now.
Cleveland in the shotgun formation for the Hawks. He has Workman to his right. High snap, pulls it down, hands it off to Workman, and Workman's going nowhere.
Yeah, a generous spot at the 20 for a loss of 1 as DeAndre Harwell made contact at about the 18, and he's been on a tear this year, Tim.
That's going to be the final play of the first quarter. It was a good one for your Cougars. They lead it 14-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
ASAP Equipment rents the equipment you need to get your projects done. Since ASAP is a locally owned business, they also rent to homeowners, farmers, ranchers, and small construction companies, not just big account holders. ASAP rents trenchers, stump grinders, mud buggies, tracks, skids, steers, and mini excavators with attachments. Call John Jarvis at 979-690-1106 and stop by 730 Peach Creek Cutoff Road in College Station or click asapequipment.com today.
Howdy, football fanatics. Ready to upgrade your space this season? Zorneman Flooring is at your service. From the warmth of hardwood to the comfort of plush carpets, we've got the win for every room. And just like your favorite team, we bring top-notch performance to every project. Our experts will assist you from selection to installation. Whether you're hosting game day parties or just relaxing after a thrilling game, Zorneman Flooring has you covered.
Zorneman Flooring, where comfort and style meets. Click zfloors.net.
We head to quarter number 2. It's brought to you by Ed Phillips Plumbing, the real 24-hour plumber, ed-phillips-plumbing.com. And as we move through this quarter, we will take a look at our Brazos Valley scoreboard. It's brought to you by Brazos County Bank, deep roots, strong branches. And as we come back to action, to start this second quarter, Hendrickson facing a 2nd and 11 at its own 20-yard line. Cleveland's going to throw out to the right side. It's off the hands of Madden Hurd, and it's going to be completed to the receiver, Romello Boykin. As Madden Hurd had his hands on it, and it went right through him. And it was right to Boykin, who takes it and gets hit at the 27-yard line. It'll set up 3rd and 4.
Yeah, just unlucky right there as Hurd had that read almost perfectly, and Boykin had to jump ball it to make the catch. And that's Cleveland's first completion for positive yardage tonight.
Sets up a 3rd and 4. Hawks in no hurry to get out of the huddle. Play clock already down to 10. Game clock at 11:20. They may have to take a timeout, or they may not get this one off. It's 3, 2, 1. They just get it off. Cleveland fakes a throw, now rolls to his left. Now he's going to try and throw, and he is absolutely blown up by Malik Cotton. Scramble for the ball. The referee already pointing that Hendrickson has it. But Malik Cotton just absolutely lit him up on that play.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like they were trying to run maybe an RPO to the outside, and Jaden Bellows released down to the check down. So all of a sudden he opened up his shoulders to try to do some kind of jump throw, and Malik Cotton was not going to have any of that and just blew him up. Looking at that scoreboard, Tim, last night, only game in the Brazos Valley, Harker Heights defeated Bryan 59-37. A&M Consolidated on top of Leander Glenn 14-3.
Devin DeCoke to punt it away. Thomas Herring back to receive it. The punt is up. Good high kick. And Herring's going to get away from it, and it's going to take a sideways bounce and go out of bounds at the College Station 46-yard line.
Bryan and Montgomery actually are going to start right now as a 7:30 late kick. Playing for some pride right there. Georgetown or Cedar Park on top of Georgetown 14-7. And we're talking, Tim, Cedar Park can jump up if they win by 12 or more.
I believe we're right with that. Yeah, I know if they lose or win by 12 or less, then A&M Consolidated will move into the 2 seed. So you know the Tiger fans are cheering for Cedar Park to win by 12 or less. Back in at quarterback, Arrington Maiden. Going to hand it off to Connor Cashin. He's going left to right. He's going to be calf roped down. A flag comes in. This may be a face mask.
Yeah, he got wrapped up around the head. And looking at what the officials are signaling, Scott Clendenin signaled holding.
Yeah, the Hawks players are pointing College Station's way, so it may be a hold, but it sure looked like there could have been a face mask just because of the way he was tackled. Waiting for the call here from the referee. He seems to be in no hurry either tonight.
Holding. Offense. Yeah, 10-yard penalty. Previous spot.
So it was a hold. 10-yard mark back. Make it 1st and 20. Ball will be at the College Station 36-yard line.
Yeah, and you mentioned Arrington Maiden back in, so maybe just trying to get Cade some more playing time, keep Arrington fresh. But if you're the Cougars now, again, have to rely on the arm of Arrington Maiden behind the chains on first down.
Cashin in motion from right to left. Going to throw the little comeback screen. It's going to be caught by Jake Pivoto. He's going to weave through the defense. He's going to get away from everyone. They're not going to catch him. Touchdown, Cougars. Jake Pivoto.
Spin cycle right there as he spun inside. The defender went outside, and it was nothing but turf on the 64-yard catch and run by Jake Pivoto, caught at the line of scrimmage. And I said they were going to have to rely on the arm of Arrington Maiden and also the hands of Jake Pivoto, as those two have formed quite a connection this season.
Trey Stasny on to add the extra point. The snap, the spot, the kick is up. It's good. 9:53 to go in the second quarter. Your new score, College Station 21, Hendrickson 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
When you need a plumber, you need someone who offers every service in the book, from faucets, sinks, and toilets to backflow, leak detection, and sewer cleaning. That's my dad, Ed Phillips Plumbing. You also want the finest customer service. Again, that's my dad, Ed Phillips Plumbing. And since plumbing problems never pop up at opportune times, you want 24-hour service. Don't worry, you can call my dad, the real 24-hour plumber, Ed Phillips Plumbing, 731-1500, or click edphillipsplumbing.com. Ed Phillips Plumbing, serving the Brazos Valley for over 10 years.
Well, Arrington Maiden gets in on the action as he hits Jake Pivoto, and they combine for another touchdown, and it's 9:53 to go, and the Cougars up 21-0.
Statistical oddity is a one-play, 54-yard touchdown drive on a 64-yard pass. Penalty, the holding penalty on first down moved them back 10 yards, so Cougars on top 21-0. And, Pivoto, who had such a great week last week, his first touch tonight is a huge play. And breaking a tackle, physical play right there, and then stepping through an arm tackle about the 50-yard line. He was off to the races.
And for Pivoto, that's touchdown number 7 on the season. That's 3 in the last 2 games, as he had 2 last week. Gustavo Lopez puts his foot into it. This one is going to hit and roll into the end zone for a touchback.
Nearly checked up and would have been sitting right there behind their return man, Trevor Morgan.
Hendrickson will start first and 10 at its own 25. The Hawks do not have a first down, as it has been 3 and out on every possession.
And some big negative plays there as well. That sack on the last play was a 9-yard loss, so a 1-yard loss on the drive in total.
For Malik Cotton, that was sack number 7 on the season, I believe. And if it was, that ties him with DeAndre Harwell for the team lead. Those two have a friendly competition going. They both want to set the single-season sack record. Shotgun formation for Cleveland. Going to hand it off to Workman. Looking for him off the right side. Squirts through a little hole and gets up to the 30. Gain of 5.
Really first big play he's had to the right side. Most of his positive plays have been to the left.
Second down and 5 now. Hawks again in no hurry to break the huddle.
No, that's 10 seconds now on the play clock.
Last few times they've snapped it with 1 on the play clock. Get this one off. Give it to Workman off the right side. He's going to pick up their first down of the ball game as he gets a 6-yard gain there to the 36.
Yeah, so, it was pretty much everybody knows it's going to happen eventually. And that time, going to the right side. They got a wing back there in front of him. That extra blocker over there is helping set that edge.
First and 10.
Play signaled in with 10 seconds to go on the 30-second clock.
Play clock down to 3.
Pistol formation. Hadn't seen that today.
They just get this one off. They fumble it, however, on the exchange, and it's picked up by Workman, but it's a loss back to the 32-yard line, so a 4-yard loss.
So 2 steps forward and 1 step back.
Loss of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 14 for the Hawks.
We're going to go under 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Cougars on top 21-0.
Get them behind the chains here on 2nd down. But we talked about in the pregame a good representation for the Pflugerville fans coming out to watch their seniors play their last high school football game. It's great to see.
They're going to have to take a timeout here. We'll take it with them. 7:41 to go in the first half. Cougars on top 21-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Blinn College is proud to support our local high school football and volleyball teams this season. At Blinn, we offer nationally recognized academic transfer, dual credit, and career training programs both online and on campus. Blinn students save 40% compared to the average state university, and you can apply for more than 300 scholarships with a single application. So discover all that Blinn has to offer, from campus resident halls and athletics to our partnerships with Texas A&M and the Texas A&M University system. To learn more, visit blinn.edu.
21-0, College Station on top on this final night of the regular season for the Cougars. Looking to finish district play undefeated and claim that district championship all by themselves. Keeping an eye on some other scores. San Antonio Wagner still on top of New Braunfels Canyon 7-0 with as they get ready to start quarter number 2 there. Of course, if Wagner wins, then College Station will get Canyon next week. That game will be here. As we go back to action, they're going to hand it off to Workman, and he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage, setting up 3rd and 10. Actually, they'll give him one extra. No, there you go. Okay, it is at the 36, so it'll be 3rd and 10.
4 to the 36, 3rd and 10.
Although Hendrickson does have that first down on this drive that came on 2nd, so they are yet to convert a 3rd down.
And they're running out of time on this play right here. They're breaking the huddle at 6 seconds. 2, 1, and they call timeout. So 2 timeouts within 3 plays.
We'll take it with them. 6:53 to go in the first half. 21-0 Cougars. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Pride Cleaners want you to know, according to the CDC, dry cleaning is recommended to properly clean and disinfect your garments. It's a proven and safe choice. And Pride Cleaners offers convenient, free pickup and delivery for your laundry and dry cleaning. Everything from your wardrobe to household linens and bedding. Log on to pridecleaners.net to begin your service. The conscientious Pride Cleaners team members in College Station and Bryan taking extra precautions for your safety. Award-winning Pride Cleaners, taking pride in how you look.
Well, the Hawks have to use timeouts on back-to-back after a play. I mean, back-to-back timeouts pretty much with 6:53 to go as they broke the huddle really late on that last one again. And as we come back, they face a 3rd and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Shotgun formation. Cleveland looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to be sacked. Coming off the left side, it's going to be Cinco de Gear.
And one offensive lineman down.
Offensive lineman is down in the backfield. He is getting up, however.
No, he did not.
Well, it's a Darius Hines.
So sack back to the 29-yard line there.
That'll bring up a 4th down and another punt.
So even though they did pick up a first down, net drive 4 yards.
Divin DeCoke to punt it away. Thomas Herring back to receive it. He stands at his own 35-yard line. DeCoke gets it off.
Good spiral.
Yeah, it's a good kick over the head of Herring. It's going to bounce. He'll pick it up on a bounce at the 20. He'll go all the way back to the 12, circle through the middle, and up to the 30 to the 31, and here comes a flag.
And because he caught the ball at the 12, we're going to go half the distance from there. Wait on this play here. I think they're saying he caught it at the 20, Tim. think that's where the beanbag is going.
Flag is at the 25. Yeah, he caught it at the 20 and circled all the way back to the 12.
Okay, from the spot of the foul, since it wasn't over. Mark it back to the 15. Here's John.
So 1st and 10 Cougars at their own 15-yard line. Harrington Maiden is the quarterback. They'll go empty backfield. 5:59 to go in the first half. Cougars on top 21-0. Trips to the left of the formation, 2 receivers to the right. Maiden going to throw out on the left side to Peyton Cashin. Gets 1 block. Works his way through and picks up 5.
Yeah, excellent blocks downfield. It was just the one man that he had to make miss was able to get the shoestring tackle right there.
2nd and 5. Connor Cashin to the right of Arrington Maiden. They're going to hand it off to him, going from right to left. He's got some room, 25-30. And late flag comes in as he is hauled down at the 32-yard line.
And I think this may be a targeting, Tim, because that's the only kind of play. He was going down, and the guy went and tried to hit him low. Dove down and hit him.
Let's see what the referee has to say. They're moving it back. This is against the Cougars. Another hold. That'll move it back.
So, gain of 1. Or gain of 11 on the play.
Mark it back to the 20.
It was a late holding flag.
Going to hand it off to Cashin again. This time he's going to be hauled down. Come on, that had to be a horse collar or a face mask, didn't it? I guess not. No gain on the play. Sets up 3rd down.
It looked like if it wasn't a horse collar, it got him at the front of the.
He must have got right around the front.
The front, but still, I mean, when he's 5'5", everything.
It looks a little bit worse than maybe it was. Shotgun formation. Connor Cashin to his left. Maiden from the pocket throws. He's got a receiver out in the flats. That is Connor Cashin. And Cashin will go out of bounds with it. He'll have a 1st down at the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Maiden takes the snap, fakes the give to Connor Cashin. Looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be sacked. Pressure coming, and first one there is going to be number 73, Eduardo Pinon. Also there was Braxton Brown.
3-yard loss on the play, and it was just a coverage sack. You got Zach Kosser in here down at the bottom of the formation. Yeah, just a coverage sack, good coverage. Looked like they wanted to go to some kind of crossing route with Kosser and Vela.
2nd down and 13 following the sack. Gonna hand it off to Connor Cashin off the left side, and he slips. He'll get 3, maybe 4, but he slid down on his own. He slipped, lost his footing there. They do give him 4. It'll bring up 3rd and 9. Maiden, shotgun formation. Pressure comes, he rolls away from it, throws downfield. He's got a receiver, catch made, Jake Pivoto. And Pivoto brought down at the 34 of Hendrickson. Just a nice job there by Arrington of escaping the pocket and then seeing Pivoto just ahead of his defender and putting it out there where only Pivoto could get his hands on it.
Yeah, and Pivoto has shown to be a big play receiver here these past couple weeks.
1st and 10 now at the Hendrickson 34. Going to throw the bubble screen to Connor Cashin, and it is blown up. Reading that from the start was Maddox Quiller, and the Cougars will lose a yard on that play. We've got a whistle. We've got an injured Hendrickson player. This is going to be Luca Montemoros, who is down. While they tend to him, we'll step aside. 3:28 to go in the half. Cougars on top 21-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
ASAP Equipment rents the equipment you need to get your projects done. Since ASAP is a locally owned business, they also rent to homeowners, farmers, ranchers, and small construction companies, not just big account holders. ASAP rents trenchers, stump grinders, mud buggies, tracks, skids, steers, and mini excavators with attachments. Call John Jarvis at 979-690-1106 and stop by 730 Peach Creek Cutoff Road in College Station or click asapequipment.com today.
Cougar football brought to you this season by Prosperity Bank. Real bankers, not just a bank. Prosperity Bank, member FDIC. By ASAP Equipment. To purchase or rent premium equipment at affordable prices, visit asapequip.com. And by Pride Cleaners, taking pride in how you look. Tim Schneller, Scott Clendenin, John Clendenin, glad to have you along on this final night of the regular season for your Cougars. Want to remind you to stick around at half. We've got the halftime show sponsored by Metronet. Metronet, love your internet. And during that halftime show, we'll have a news break from Bill Oliver, an A&M SEC preview from Sean Burnett, and the Texas High School Football Spotlight from the Texas State Network.
Well, good news. Looks like number 70 for them is walking on his own power, so that's good to see.
Luca Matamoros.
And that last catch was Peyton Cashin's team-leading 51st reception on the season, so he's really broken out in a big way here his senior season.
It did result in a loss of 1, and it's 2nd and 11. Maiden's going to run the quarterback draw. Going to bounce outside, now bounce back inside. And he'll get across the 30 to the 27. And it'll be 3rd down and about 4.
And kind of on the fringe range of Cole Stasny.
Trey Stasny.
Trey Stasny, excuse me.
That's all right.
Trey Stasny, as he was down there warming up. He has the tee, so talk about special teams being a big deal. Would be good to maybe see him get an opportunity to make a field goal right here. You never know when you're going to need him in the playoffs.
3rd down. Maiden in the shotgun formation has Connor Cashin to his left. Takes the snap, pitch it to Connor Cashin, looking for him off the left side. He finds it. He's got the 1st down and more as he's up near the 20. Mark him at the 19.
And I say all that, and then Connor Cashin just decides to get the 1st down.
John, what are you talking about, man? I'm going to get the 1st down here.
Looks like we're going to have Tony Hamilton check in now in the backfield.
2:25 and counting here in the first half. Cougars on top 21-0. Going to hand it off to Connor Cashin. He goes behind Tony Hamilton, breaks through into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Yeah, Tony Hamilton, we saw him with the touchdown run on the other side of the field. But right there, just that man, he's a hard-hitting safety. He loves hitting people, and he went and laid the smackdown on a Hendrickson Hawk linebacker, lead blocking for the touchdown. And that's number 9 on the year for Connor Cashin.
His 2nd of the night. Stasny on to add the extra point out of the hold of Cade Corcoran. Extra point is up, and it is good. 2:15 to go in the first half. Your new score, College Station 28, Hendrickson 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
11:85.
As the holidays approach, it's time to create a cozy, festive atmosphere in your home, and Zorneman Flooring is here to help make your space merry and bright. From elegant hardwood to soft, luxurious carpets, we have the perfect flooring to complete your holiday decor. And just like a carefully wrapped gift, our expert team ensures flawless installation, transforming your home into a winter wonderland. Visit our showroom and let one of Santa's helpers assist with selections and make this holiday season unforgettable.
Zorneman Flooring, where holiday dreams come to life. Click zfloors.net.
Welcome back here to Cougar Field as College Station is on top 28-0. It was an 11-play, 85-yard scoring drive capped off by Connor Cashin's 20-yard touchdown scamper. And he might be celebrating Christmas in November. He may be part of that team, Tim, as he's getting all the touchdowns tonight on senior night.
Connor Cashin, as John said earlier, number 9 on the season for Connor. Got his first start tonight, and he has responded. As he has 2 tonight, 1 from 8, 1 from 20, and the Cougars lead at 28-0.
Scott Quindin wanted to point out my grammar. He has not gotten all the touchdowns tonight. Just 50%.
Kick is short. It's going to be fielded, and slipping down is the returner, Trevor Morgan, at the 12-yard line.
Second guy we've seen slip like that, just kind of had the legs go out from under him, so be something interesting to watch.
You know, I forgot to take a look, I guess, well, yeah, this week because it was 2 weeks ago, but it does look like the spot out there by the kickoff where the turf was torn looks like it was fixed. I forgot about that. The Georgetown game, was it, that they chili dipped it?
Yep, chili dipped it out of the ground.
Yep. 2:08 to go. Pflugerville backed up at its own 12. College Station has all of its timeouts remaining, leading 28-0. Going to hand it off to Workman. He'll step over a defender, and he'll get about a 6-yard gain. Or excuse me, 4-yard gain. Thought he started at the 10 there, but he actually started at the 12. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oh, and Kate Corcoran back to warming up here on the sideline.
Actually, they marked 16, so 4-yard gain. Go ahead.
I was going to say DeAndre Harwell once again on that tackle. And he's just been everywhere tonight. Great story. Didn't play football his freshman year.
I was going to say there was a great feature about him. Didn't even come to school.
Yeah.
He did online because of COVID. But, yeah, what a great story about DeAndre Harwell. They've actually got him at an in position with Keller in there at the nose as they hand it off, and overwhelming the offensive line is Cinco de Gear along with Jack Stavanoa, and also in there Fisher Maynard, and that's going to be a loss back to the 14, and the Cougars will take their first time out with 1:14 to go in the half.
Yeah, and Stony Pryor, I'm probably wanting to get some just more offensive workout. You know, you don't have a lot of opportunities for backups to run a 2-minute drill in a district game, and this might be the perfect time for, you know, Kate Corcoran to come in, run a 2-minute drill, and just get him work against live action first teamers that he wouldn't get in practice.
And the Cougars do get the ball to start the second half as well. Checking some scores, A&M Consolidated leads Leander Glenn 21-13 now. Georgetown Eastview on top of Leander 16-0. Georgetown and Cedar Park tied at 14. Of course, we're up 28-0 here. Smithson Valley leads Seguin 14-0. 7-7 Wagner and Canyon. If Wagner wins that one, Canyon will be the opponent next week for the Cougars. The other scores in that district, Bernie champions all over MacArthur 35-6, and Hayes Consolidated and Kyle Lehman just playing it out. 14-0 is the score in that one, and Hayes Consolidated on top.
Well, and I just checked. Rudder is on top of Montgomery 7-0.
Third down, low snap. Cleveland just going to throw this one up, and it's incomplete. And here comes a late flag. They're going to call the Cougars for a hold on the receiver.
Yeah, and
that pass was nowhere near being complete.
It landed out of bounds because it was so underthrown, and then the worst part was the receiver was the one pulling on Braylon Wortham to generate the contact.
And that flag came from 30 yards deep.
That's a 28-0 penalty right there. And is that the first down of the night?
No, they got one on a
second first
drive.
Down of the night.
That's just a bad call. I'm sorry. I don't agree with that at all, because there was no way that receiver's catching the ball, even if if there's no contact, because as John said, that ball was out of bounds. That was uncatchable.
And now also down here on the bottom side, Demarion Gilbreth has come in. So
yeah, he's been in quite a bit.
Oh, okay.
He has.
I hadn't noticed him yet.
Yeah, he's been in quite a bit. So.
Well, let's see, Braylon Wortham, hasn't gotten an interception in a while since that, I believe it was Leander, when he had 3 in one night. So maybe, we have a ball don't lie moment.
That is their second first down, one by penalty, one earlier in the drive. They still have not converted a third down. Well, I guess they get a third down conversion there as they hand it off to Workman. He's going to be hit, and he'll fall forward for 3. Oh, 25 in now. Okay, excuse me. That's Mason in there, or Trevor Morgan. And we are under a minute to go.
No, that was Workman in there. He just has the back of his jersey folded up, so you can't really tell.
Play clock at 19, game clock at 40.
Well, and the worst part about that penalty is it takes away the Cougars' ability to run the 2-minute drill that they were trying to set up for.
Second down. Cleveland fakes the snap. He's going to throw. Overthrows everybody, and there's Braylon Wortham with the interception. He's at the 45-50. Cuts outside and knocked down at the 49-yard line of Hendrickson. John, are you Nostradamus?
Do you want to say it or do I want to say it, Tim?
You say it.
Ball don't lie.
You said it. You also predicted, let's see if we have a ball don't lie moment. And we did right there as Braylon Wortham comes up with interception number 4 on the season.
Yeah, and Cade Corcoran is in now. So
20 seconds to go. 2 timeouts remaining for the Cougars. And let's see what Coach Pryor dials up. Corcoran going to roll, going to do that delayed handoff to Connor Cash, and he's got lots of room off the left side. And he'll get up to the first down marker, and Coach Pryor is going to take a timeout with 11 seconds to go. That wraparound draw, and Connor gets 10.
I was going to say, it looked like he got there, but I was a little worried they might short him because the the official over there wound the clock. Supposed to stop under 2 minutes to move the chains.
And Coach Pryor was immediately over here talking to the referee, telling him he wanted a timeout. 11 seconds to go. Ball is at the Hendrickson 39. 1 timeout remaining for the Cougars. This may be a situation where you see if you can get enough yards and try a field goal.
Have a field goal. Maybe you know, they ran the fade to Jake Pivotal last week, but do you have, if it's not Jake Pivotal, Jackson Verdugo was built in a lab to go run the fade to the end zone. As he's 6'4", 225. Probably has a 40-inch vertical. I don't know. We don't have the testing numbers on him right now. But Cody Dixon out there as well.
Cody Dixon will go wide left. Verdugo will be wide right along with Peyton Cash and Xavier Vela. Connor Cashin in the backfield to the right of Cade Corcoran. 1st and 10 at the 39. Corcoran takes the snap, rolls to his right. He's looking. He's got Verdugo set up in the middle of the defense. Catches it at the 30, goes down at the 28, and the Cougars will take their final timeout with 4 seconds remaining. And let's see if they try. They are good. Oh, and maybe Gustavo's going to get a chance here to try a long field goal.
Yeah, Jackson Verdugo tried to make something happen there. The good news is he got down before the clock ran out, and there was a clear first down, so they stopped the clock before the timeout was called.
Ball is at the 28, so this will be a 45-yard field goal, and it is going to be Gustavo Lopez who's going to try this one, and we have seen Gustavo has the leg.
Gustavo does have the leg.
Actually, Gustavo's going to mark it at the 36, so it's going to be a 46-yarder.
46-yard field goal for Gustavo Lopez.
He has not attempted a field goal this season. He has kicked 8 of 8 extra points. Trey Stasny, 53 of 57 on extra points, 4-6 on field goals. His long is 43. Now they move. Okay, so Corcoran comes in, moves the tee
says,
up.
Don't make it harder on yourself.
Corcoran moves it to the 35, so it will be a 45-yard field goal for Gustavo Lopez.
And they do have a return man in the back of the end zone.
The kick is underway. This has plenty of leg, and it is no good. He missed it wide right.
Well, the referee did some kind of ole. He said, "This is my 5 seconds. I'm going to show you that he missed it."
But he had plenty of leg.
He had plenty of leg. It just kind of didn't hook enough at the end.
So missed the field goal, but the Cougars still on top, 28-0 after the first half. As we go into the locker room, the Cougars will get the ball to start the second half. You look at this half, the Cougars did what they were supposed to do. They scored 28. They didn't give up anything. It may not have been as fancy as other games. It may not have been quite the excitement around it, but they're doing what they need to do in this game tonight.
Yeah, only 3 negative plays. Arrington Maiden's only been sacked once. Connor Cashin had a negative 2-yard run on his second one, and then a screen play that didn't really go anywhere. But you still have the big play with Pivoto's 64-yard catch and run, and there's only been 1 incompletion. So, you're playing about as good of a game as you have all year in all phases so far tonight. Preparing to go into the playoffs next week.
28-0 is our score. We're going to send it back to the studio for our halftime show brought to you by MetroNet. MetroNet, love your internet. And then we'll be back for quarters 3 and 4. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome to the tour the Robert E. Hendrickson Hawk Band and the Silver Anchors of Cougars, Texas. And at this time, please welcome to the tour the Hendrickson High School Silver Anchors. The KV-24 Silver Anchors are led by officers Captain Sunday Kowski, First Lieutenant Avery Watson, Junior Lieutenant Akela Mansura. Special officers include President Aiden Martinez, Vice President Ogle Ibarra, and Special Officer Ian Hernandez. The Silver Anchors are under the direction of Volunteer Mario Snyder. Our Silver Anchor is Asher Rodriguez. The Super Anchor is Grace Sekiro. And the Director's Human of the Week is Brooke Cargyle. And now, please enjoy the Silver Dancers performing their traditional jazz kick routine to All Along the Watchtower. Each day, Hawk Band honors students who go above and beyond for the program. Our first year Hawk Band member of the week is Leo Atkinson. Our guard member of the week is Alejandro Espinoza. And the professional member of the week is Jorge Calcara. The Hawk Band member of the week is Nathan Ross. And the section of the week is the Hawk Band and Guard Parents. Andrew, Matthew Davenport, Christopher Gonzalez, Nathan Ross, and Madeline Stevens. Is your band ready? The Hawk Band is proud to present for their 2023 production entitled Powerline. And we'd like to express our thanks to the PFISD Department of Finance and all of our amazing Hawks fans, coaches, parents, and volunteers for all of their support. Go Hawks and go Hawks fans!
And athletics to our partnerships with Texas A&M and the Texas A&M University system. To learn more, visit blend.edu. Welcome back to the high school football halftime show. I'm Sean Burnett with your A&M and SEC football update. Texas A&M football got back on track last Saturday with a 30-17 win over South Carolina at Kyle Field. Anaya Smith led the offense with 118 receiving yards and a touchdown. Max Johnson went 20 of 30 for 249 yards and a touchdown. Bryce Anderson led the defense with a season-high 7 tackles, including 2.5 for a loss and 2 sacks. Adrian Cooper also added 7 tackles, a sack, and a forced fumble. Cooper was named the SEC Defensive Player of the Week and also was added to the Bednarik midseason watch list for the best defensive player in college football. Here's head coach Jimbo Fisher following the win.
For a guy's got to win, learn how to win again, handle the things you got to handle. Like I say, it wasn't perfect, but there were some really good things in the game. Didn't start, like we wanted to. The offense, we had a 3-and-out, and we give up a drive for a touchdown, and then back and forth with some possessions there. Offense, we got sluggish, and then we got hot in the second quarter. Got 21 points and did a really good job. Still played a really good game defensively, a solid game offensively. Max got better as it went. Hit a big third down. Denias crossed the middle there late, but about 3rd and 12. We hit the big over route and got it in there. And we got to get better and got to take it on the road. That's a good win here at home. We continue to grow.
The Aggies didn't score a touchdown in the second half of the game, settling for field goals. The team hasn't scored a second half touchdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the College Station High School Halftime Show, featuring the award-winning stars and the Cougar Band. The Strutter Dance officers from left to right are First Lieutenant Kiki Leonard, Lieutenant Meredith Liberty, Captain Heidi Jones, and Lieutenant Annika Gomez. The Strutter Social Officers are President Ryan Harvey, Vice President Elena Boucher, Social Officer Carly Knott, and Social Officer Caroline Kirby. Our Strutter of the Week is Junior Reagan Wood. And now the Strutters will entertain you with their palm routine, Shake It Off. The Strutters would like to recognize the Teacher of the Week from our LOTE department, Mrs. Martindale. The Strutters are under the direction of Christine Kleinke and Sage Hanley. Tonight we want to highlight a few of our sponsors: Pure Bar, College Station, Skin Edit Medical, Aesthetics, and Visiting Angels. Thank you for supporting our College Station Strutters, and go Cougars!
Yes, ma'am.
Cougar fans, tonight we're going to recognize our senior band members. Seniors, will you please move to your recognition spot and have your family join you? Please join us in honoring Jumana Alani with her dad, Mahia Alani, mother, Susan Al-Hashimi, and her brothers, Khalid and Gazan Alani. Next, we have Cooper Allen with his parents, David and Melissa Allen. Next is Joseph Alvarez with his mother, Melinda, father, Jeremiah, his sister, Haley, brother, Skyler, and grandmother, Margie Estamilla. Next is Caleb Arnold, with his parents, Stephanie and Stephen, sister Abby, and brother Spencer. Next is Braden Bell, with his father, Rodney Bell. Next is Kylie Becky, with parents, Trey and Diana Becky. Next we have Braden Brown with his mother Cassidy Clark. Next is Jonas Butner with mother Dr. Holly Hudson, father Tim Butner, brother Liam Butner, sister Hazel Butner, and other brother Henry Dixon. Next is Angelina Chisholm with the father Timothy Chisholm, the mother Veronica Chisholm, brother Alex Chisholm, and Alex's teacher, Elizabeth Eaglehart. Next is Jack Chuck, with parents Jesse and Sarah Chuck. Next is Cheyenne Clark, with father Aaron Sampson and mom Candace Sampson, and sister Abigail Sampson. Next is Aiden Connor, with parents Rusty and Crystal Connor, and brother Garrett Connor. Next is Jackie Diamond, with parents John and Tammy Diamond, and brother Alex Diamond. Next we have Andrew Finberg, with parents Chris Finberg and Cynthia Hiplow. Next is Thomas Foster, with parents Chris Foster and Carol Foster, and sister Belle Foster. Next is Josh Gutierrez, with mom Stephanie Gutierrez and father Anthony Gutierrez, and sister Kaylee Gutierrez. Next is Andrew Hamilton, with parents Jason and Penelope Hamilton. Then it's Action Healy, with parents Kevin Healy and Una Healy, along with sister Sienna Healy. Next is Nicholas Johnson, with father Ryan Johnson and mother Nikki Alvarez. Next we have Will Latham, with parents Cliff and Monica Latham and sister Elizabeth Latham. Followed by Corby Maupin, with dad James Maupin, mom Leslie, brother Colt, and sister Phyllis Maupin. Then we have Katie Perkins, with mom Amanda Cooper, and sister Ayla Perkins and Katie Perkins. Next is Jace Plant, with father Britt Plant and mother Kristen Plant, and their sister Ellie Plant. Next is Alexandra Schreiner, with mother Amanda Schreiner and father Jesse James Schreiner. Then is Braden Cinco, with parents Stephen and Melissa Cinco, sister Brooklyn Cinco, and other sister Bailey Cinco. Next is Emily Schaefer, with father Eric Schaefer and mother Sarah Schaefer. Next is Kristen Sykes, with mother Sarah and father Scott Sykes, siblings Lexi Sykes, Brady Geronimi, Grace Geronimi, and Michael Geronimi. Next is Chloe Stone, with parents Guy and Vaughn Stone, and little sister Morgan Stone. Next is Samantha Taylor, with mother Susan Herman and dad Shane Taylor. Then Heidi Rutherford with father Michael Rutherford and mother Tara Rutherford. Next is Emma West with mom Pepper West and brother Reagan West. And then it's Katie Wortley with father Jerry Wortley and mother Krista Wortley and sister Karina Wortley. And finally it's Edward Gann with mother Gina Lynn. Seniors, thank you for a fantastic 4 years with us. The Cougar Band and Guard is forever grateful for your loyalty, service, and dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, please give our seniors a big round of applause. Also a reminder, don't forget to stay after the game to watch the 2-time San Antonio UIL State Marching Band participants perform their show, The Dark Side of the Moon. Thank you to all our wonderful fans. We hope you enjoyed halftime and have a wonderful Lone Star State weekend.
Whoever takes the reins next is going to have a star-studded class right there.
Yeah, Kyle's asked me several times, are you really going to leave their senior year? And I'm like, yeah, I'm really going to leave. I have this plan, and I had a 5-year plan, and I knew that was going to be the case. Those that don't know, I'm eligible for retirement, but I had to go a little bit longer because of some retirement issues, and I'm going into the ministry, and I put that on the back burner long enough, so there'll always be some reason why you don't want to leave, and that is a special class, but also I don't want people to say I left the cupboard dry, so put a little pressure on the next person.
Again, we've been visiting with Terry Crawford, head football coach, athletic director of the Abbott Panthers, entering his final season there in Abbott. Coach, good luck to you this season, and we certainly hope that it's another success.
Yes. Can we just take 30 seconds after this ends?
Absolutely. I hope it.
Okay, so just one commercial.
commercial? Just one commercial. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
That's this week's Halftime Spotlight from the Texas State Network.
ASAP Equipment rents the equipment you need to get your projects done. Since ASAP is a locally owned business, they also rent to homeowners, farmers, ranchers, and small construction companies, not just big account holders. ASAP rents trenchers, stump grinders, mud buggies, tracks, skid steers, and mini excavators with attachments. Call John Jarvis at 979-690-1106 and stop by 730 Peach Creek Cutoff Road in College Station or click asapequipment.com today.
Welcome back to Cougar Stadium. We're at the half. College Station on top of Pflugerville Hendrickson 28-0 after the Cougars dominated the first half. And let's take a look at the first half stats.
Yeah, Tim, I think dominated is an understatement as they outgained the Hendrickson 299-28. And it started behind the passing attack of Arrington Maiden. He was 8 of 9 for 142 yards. He had a 64-yard touchdown pass to Jake Pivodo on a screen catch and run. Pivodo 2 catches for 97 yards and that touchdown. On the ground, though, that's where College Station's been strong all year behind Aiden Martinez-Brown, Wilson Stapp, both those guys not playing tonight, paved the way for Connor Cash. He had 15 carries for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he's now 5 yards away from 500 rushing yards on the season. Interesting enough, though, has played in 9 games, does not have a 100-yard game on the season. So 13 yards away from his first 100-yard game of the season, and 1 touchdown away from 10 touchdowns on the year. Meanwhile, defensively, the Cougars have just been absolutely dominant. Cleveland 2 of 5 for 7 yards and an interception. That was Braylon Wortham's 4th interception of the season. And then they've held Workman to 32 yards on 12 carries. And then Morgan has negative 6 yards rushing. Cleveland negative 5 yards rushing. It's just been absolute start to finish, complete domination. Special teams have been good, pinning them deep in their own territory to set up good field position for the Cougars. And then Gustavo Lopez's field goal attempt has really been the only kind of blemish, but it was his first field goal attempt of the year, trying to get his legs some extra work in.
And it was long enough, it was just wide right as he missed there at the end of the half. Cougars will get the ball to start the second half. They make their way onto the field, back deep to receive for the Cougars. It's going to be Zach Kosser. He'll be the deep receiver back as Hendrickson will kick this one off, and kicking it off for the Hawks is going to be Edward Tidings.
Cougars expecting a pooch-type kick here. They look like they have 2 kickers there, so they're going onside kick here potentially. 38 and 37, both are lined up to kick.
Do kick it short. It's fielded by Pivodo. He's going to break out 40, dances around 45, and brought down at the 47-yard line. Third quarter underway. It's brought to you by Kelly Bird Dozer, your #1 excavating contractor. Kelly Bird Dozer, 778-1902, proudly supporting the youth of our community. Cougars trying to win the outright district title by themselves and that gold football. They are 2 quarters away from doing that.
Starting offense back out there with quarterback ready to go there, Arrington Maiden.
He's got Connor Cashin to his right. Gonna hand it off to Connor, going from right to left. Off the left side, he's across midfield into Hendrickson territory at the 47-yard line. Gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Cougars going with tempo once again. Gonna throw. He's got Pivodo, makes a catch, spins away from the defender, spins away again, and goes out of bounds inside the 40. And that's another first down for the Cougars.
Really effective there on that stop route.
Ball is at the 38 of the Hawks. 1st and 10. Maiden looking to throw again. This time he's going to hit Verdugo. He's got the first down as he plows over a defender and gets down to the 26-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Cougars quickly to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you what, when Maiden just stands there tall in the pocket, really quick release there on that pass. Looks like a D1 quarterback that he's committed to be.
Hand it off to Connor Cashin. He hurdles over the line and ends up getting to the 21 for a gain of 5. So 2 yards now away from 100.
2 yards.
5 on the play. 2nd and 5 for the Cougars.
Cashin will be to the right of Maiden. Gonna pitch it to him going right. He's got the first down. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 10 and brought down at the 8-yard line. He goes over the 100-yard mark for the first time this season, and the Cougars have a 1st and goal.
Yeah, it's kind of anticlimactic when you get in, need 2 yards and pick up 13.
Look at that play. They overloaded the line to the right with Vela and with Vela and Verdugo. And that's where Cashin went, right behind them. Now they overload to the left side. Cashin's going to go that way. Now he'll sneak through the middle, and he'll pick up 2 to the 6. It'll be 2nd and goal. First drive of the second half. Cougars with a 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line of Hendrickson. Maiden takes the snap, looking to throw. Now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's going to fake a throw. He's going to take it himself. Clear sailing into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. Arrington Maiden.
Great job, great decision. The pump fake got it. Kept that defense back another step, and then he beats the guy to the corner. So a 6-yard touchdown run to the pylon for Arrington Maiden.
Nice opening drive there for the Cougars as they march right down and score. Trey Stasny will now try to add the extra point. Stasny's kick is up. It's good. 9:28 to go. Cougars on top now, 35-0. Listening to Cougar football on Maverick 100.9.
You protect your family's skin while outdoors, but did you know they're exposed to harmful UV rays while riding in your car? Lumar Automotive Tints blocks over 99% of harmful UV rays, plus provides heat and glare protection with style and comfort. New cars are expensive, so freshen up your ride with Lumar Automotive window tinting and protect yourself, your family, and your vehicle. Ag Solar Guard has been your local window tinting dealer for over 31 years. So trust Ag Solar Guard today and call 260-TINT. That's 260-TINT.
Cougars waste no time getting on the scoreboard in the second half. They lead at 35-0.
Yeah, that was a 7-play, 53-yard drive. The 6-yard scramble by Arrington Maiden made it 35-0 with 9:28 to play. And Coach Pryor, very animated on the sideline with the officials there. You know, and there was a kind of the already in the end zone when Maiden took that hit, but I think that was probably something on the extra point there. As the Cougars got the kick through to make it 35-0. So I'm sure that this game stays above board is Stony Pryor.
Cougar football brought to you this season by Ag Solar Guard, your local window tinting dealer for over 34 years. Call 260-10. And by Blinn College, proud to support local students. Gustavo Lopez will kick it off for the Cougars. This will be a short kick. It'll be fielded at the 13-yard line by DeStefano.
Pushing him back right there.
And he is good. Ball is out. It goes out of bounds, however.
Yeah, and they'll get the ball at the 41-yard line. How about that? That's pretty good special teams right there. They'll give it to them at the 40. Fumble it forward 12 yards. And their best field position of the night will be the 40-yard line for the Hawks.
1st and 10 for the Hawks, as Scott said, at their own 40-yard line.
Kenny Stabler just kept, make sure that Dave Casper can keep fumbling that ball forward and forward and forward. You don't know about that play, ask your grandparents.
Scott and I are old enough to remember it. 1st and 10 for the Hawks at their own 40-yard line. Cleveland is your quarterback. Workman is the tailback. He'll be to the right of Cleveland. Now they'll bring the receiver in motion. Hand it off to Workman, off the left side. He's going to have a nice gain as he's across the 45 all the way up to the 48-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 2. Tony Hamilton on the tackle.
Go past that 7-yard pass play that got them a first down, their first first down of the game. That'll be the longest play so far tonight for the Hawks. We're warming up in earnest now. That's going to be it for Hendrickson Maine at quarterback tonight.
2nd and 2 for the Hawks. He takes the snap, gives it off to Workman. No, keeps it himself. He'll get up to midfield. He'll be hit by Tony Hamilton, but he falls forward into territory for the first down at the 49-yard line. Tony Hamilton's been all over the field tonight. You know, you've really noticed his presence since he came back. He's all the way up to 63 tackles now, despite missing 2 games. That was coming into tonight. Started slow when he finally got in there, but he has really picked it up the last few games. I think it was 2 games ago when he had double-digit tackles. 1st and 10 for the Hawks at the College Station 49-yard line. Shotgun formation for Cleveland. New tailback in there, tries to hand it off to him. Almost looked like they were fighting over the ball as the one of them wanted to keep it, the other one didn't want to take it. Brandon Mosley, the running back, and that delay getting that handoff cost them, and they get no gain on the play.
Yeah, not quite the smooth handoff that they've been getting to Workman that time.
Mosley, that was the first time we called his number tonight. He's a sophomore. He'll check out, and Workman will check back in. It'll be 2nd and 10. Cleveland, their quarterback, he's a junior. They go in the shotgun formation. This time he'll hand it off to Workman. Workman gets away from the initial surge. That was Malik Cotton. He'll end up getting a 2-yard gain to the 47. The sidestep Malik Cotton had a beat on him. Turns it into a 2-yard gain. We go under 7 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Starting defensive team trying to keep the shutout intact.
3rd down and 8.
In the backfield this time.
Hand it off to him, and he slips, and he is down at the line of scrimmage.
No, he's going to lose at least 1 yard.
1 yard, yeah, I'm sorry, he'll lose a yard. That was number 34, as Scott said, Artis Duncan. And that'll bring up 4th down and long, and they will bring on the punt team.
I would say the longest play of the night is still the fumble for 12 yards at the end of the kickoff return.
Well, you know what? Okay, so Artis Duncan, that was the first time he's been in there tonight. He's a sophomore. So they're starting to play some of their younger kids here, trying to get them a little bit of varsity experience. Herring back to receive the punt. And this one is going to be a directional kick out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it.
Between the 5 and 7 yard line. I mean, the 10-yard line.
Still going. And right at the 10. So good job there by their punter. Cougars will take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line, leading 35-0 with 5:33 to go in quarter number 3.
Corcoran into quarterback now for the Cougars.
Football brought to you this season by Prosperity Bank. Real bankers, not just a bank. Prosperity Bank at FDIC.
Start at 5 then.
Okay. quarterback position. Cougars with it 1st and 10 at their own 5.
That's the only change. He's running with the 1.
Thibodeau out there. Yeah, Connor Cashin is his tailback. Peyton Cashin wide left. Wide right, excuse me. They're going to try and throw to Thibodeau, and it's short, incomplete. So they tried to go down and pick it up, but it was a little bit short. It sets up 2nd down and 10 from the 5. Steps a tackler, gets across the 15 all the way up to the 20, and that's a 1st down on the 15-yard gain.
Good pad level, keeps his shoulder square. Everything you want to see a running back do, he does it right there. With that quickness, able to pick up 15 yards in the 1st down.
Hand it off to him again. This time he tries to go up the middle, and he's not going to get much as he's going to be met immediately by Braxton Brown. No gain on the play.
Luxury to have him able to go tonight with Stapp and A and B out under the weather. So I'm just great opportunity and knowing, hey, how I've practiced all year and how I've played in the 4th quarter today, leading to a chance for me to start tonight.
Corcoran looking to pass. Good pocket. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete, intended for Verdugo.
Sailed on him a little bit, actually.
Yes, it did. They'll bring up 3rd and 10 now.
Final numbers here coming up in just a minute. If Cougars get a 1st down here, we'll give them to them while they have this drive.
3rd and 10, empty backfield. Corcoran going to throw the bubble screen to Cashin. Peyton Cashin makes the catch. He's got the 1st down and more as he breaks through and gets all the way up to the 40-yard line. And just a shoestring tackle away from breaking that one for a touchdown.
Exactly right. 10 of 11 for 163 yards and a touchdown, and then rushing tonight.
Fake the pitch to Peyton Cashin. Corcoran dropping back. He's going to throw. He's got Vela. Vela makes the catch at midfield, and he's into Hawks territory at the 49-yard line, and that's another Cougar 1st down. Xavier Vela with the 1st reception of the night for him.
4 carries for 25 yards and a touchdown.
That's Arrington Maiden.
That's Arrington Maiden.
Corcoran shotgun formation. Going to hand it off to Peyton Cashin. Connor Cashin right up the middle, and he's corralled by big number 70, Luca Matamoros. No gain on the play. 3:43 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Cougars on top, 35-0. Over to Coach Pryor.
Change the play.
I don't know if it was changed or I didn't see it. But they're going to hand it off to Cashin again. He'll go up the middle. This time he squirts through, and he's going to be near the 1st down marker, about a yard short. But a nice 9-yard gain there by Connor Cashin. 3rd and short now for the Cougars. To Cashin, he's got the 1st down by a yard as he picks up 2.
Blocked there by the line. Verdugo in line, tight end. Vela standing behind him as a H-back.
1st and 10 at the Hendrickson 38.
Timeout as they couldn't get. They were trying to get Matamoros off.
They take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. Cougars on top, 35-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
It's the biggest deal yet from MetroNet. Get 100% fiber internet for as low as $29.95 per month. Sign up for 500 megabit internet and get a $50 Visa reward card. Select 1 or 2 gig speeds and get a $100 Visa reward card. No data caps, no long-term contracts. Just fast, reliable internet. Visit metronet.com for all the details. Again, that's metronet.com. Some restrictions apply. MetroNet, love your internet.
35-0, your College Station Cougars on top as they seek the outright district championship. They don't want to share that gold trophy with anybody, and they are on their way to doing that, finishing up the district season undefeated. Heading into the playoffs next week, it'll be a home game. Still don't know the opponent. It's going to be either Bernie Champion or New Braunfels Canyon, depending on what Canyon does against Wagner, and they are getting ready to start quarter number 3. They are still tied at 7. 1st and 10 Cougars at the Hawks 38-yard line. Shotgun formation for Corcoran, takes the snap. Pressure coming, he stands in there, tries to get it to Connor Cashin, and it's through his hands, incomplete.
Yeah, he kind of took his eyes off the ball a little bit there. Safety valve out of the backfield. He's bouncing around. Almost the fourth quarter here. You can tell how excited he's been in being in the starting lineup tonight.
Something I liked right there is the pass. He didn't catch it, and immediately he started to go run to pick up the ball out of bounds, and they were like, we got it. You don't have to do that. As he takes the handoff here, he'll go wide off the left side, dive forward to the 31-yard line maybe. Actually, they'll mark him at the 32, and that'll set up 3rd and about 4. But yeah, that pass got by him, and it was going towards the track, and he started to go pick it up. And they're like, we've got ball boys for that. You don't have to go get that, Connor. Got to hand it off to him. He's going off the right side. He's going to be dragged down 2 yards short of the first down.
Got a penalty.
This one may be on the Cougars. Yeah, it is on the Cougars. We'll see what it is. And if you're Pflugerville, do you take it?
Yes, you take it because the Cougars are going to leave their offense out there on a 4th and 2.
Tackle on that play was made by Tyson Bro. A discussion here. Okay, so you heard there. That'll move it back to the 37 of Hendrickson. Cougars need the 28, so 3rd and 9. Bella in motion from right to left. Gonna fake the give to Cashin. Gonna throw, got a receiver, and it's gonna be caught. That is gonna be Jackson Verdugo. Actually, no, that's Pivoto, and Pivoto has the first down at the Hendrickson 23-yard line.
I think it was, which game was it earlier this year where you would just drop back on 3rd down and complete a pass after, 2 unsuccessful 1st and 2nd downs.
1st and 10 Cougars as they keep this drive going.
A good 15-yard catch right there.
Hand it off to Connor Cashin. He squirts right up the middle, still on his feet, now hit from behind, and he'll get all the way to the 17-yard line. And we'll set up 2nd and 3. 1:30 and counting. Cashin trying to go off the left side, sneaks through one tackle but can't get through the next one. He'll lose a yard.
So to the weak side there, you flip that wing back and tight end formation over to the right side, make that the strong side, then go against that. And didn't have an edge out there to make that block, so lose a yard there.
3rd down now. Need the 13 of Hendrickson. Corcoran looking to pass. Good protection. He's going to throw. He's got Cashin, Peyton Cashin, and Peyton Cashin has the first down and more. Tiptoes down the sideline into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Cleared everybody out deep. You're running that shallow cross. He catches it. He gets to the sideline. It's like, well, is he going to step out of that? No, he's got the sideline the whole way. Sees enough room to get into the end zone and scores to put the Cougars over the 40-point mark.
Trey Stasny on to add the extra point. His kick is up, and it is good. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Your new score, College Station 42, Hendrickson 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Ever find yourself in a department store with a question, but you can't find anyone who actually works there, so you just wonder? That's what it feels like when you call most banks. But at Frost, we have live customer service 24/7, so you can speak to a real human right when you call, every time you call. No phone tree, no bots, just help from a real human when you need it. It's about being there for you. It's about more than money. Frost Bank.
College Station adds to its lead. It's now 42-0.
Peyton Cashin takes a short pass, does most of the work on his own on that 18-yard touchdown reception from Cade Corcoran. 16 plays, 95 yards, probably the most extensive drive of the season for the Cougars. And that makes it 42-0 with 40 seconds to play.
Peyton Cashin, that's touchdown reception number 10 on the season. For Cade Corcoran, that's touchdown number 8 thrown this season.
Cedar Park on top, 21-14 now.
And I believe, if I'm looking at this right, the Cougars didn't score on their first possession, but they have scored every possession since, once again. So against Georgetown, they went 9 for 9 after not scoring on the opening possession, and right now they are 6 for 6 after not scoring on the opening possession. Gustavo Lopez to kick it off. It's going to come down at about the 8-yard line, fielded there by DiStefano. 15-20. Trying to find a block, runs right into a pile, still pushing. He'll get up to the 28-yard line.
Decided not to fumble it forward that time.
As Scott pointed out, Cedar Park is up currently on Georgetown. Cedar Park wins by 12 or less. Then A&M Consolidated, if it wins, would move into the 2 spot. And would be able to get a home game next week. First and 10 for the Hawks at their own 28.
Workman back in, I believe.
He is. They hand it off to him. He's got a nice gainer off the right side. So he'll pick up 9. Actually, give him 8, mark him at the 36. Looks like we've got some backups in on defense for the Cougars. And that'll be the final play of the third quarter. We'll head to quarter 4 with your Cougars leading at 42-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Playing fair, giving our all, and keeping an eye on the goal is how to succeed in football and how to succeed in banking. I'm Lance Lindsay, president of Brazos County Bank. We belong to a team of local community banks who proudly backed and rooted for our hometown teams for more than 130 years. We would love the chance to help you reach your financial goals too. Brazos County Bank, team players with deep roots in Texas for more than a century.
Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender, Division of First National Bank of Huntsville.
Kelly Burt Dozer has been clearing the path for progress for over 35 years. So before construction ever starts on any new home or business, your first thought and your first phone call should be Kelly Burt Dozer. Since 1978, Kelly Burt Dozer has handled hundreds of jobs throughout the Brazos Valley. They know the obstacles you must overcome to successfully excavate and fully prepare this terrain with efficient solutions to ensure a job well done, no matter your time frame or budget. That's Kelly Burt Dozer. Call 778-1902 or click kellyburtdozer.com.
Quarter number 4 on tap here at Cougar Stadium. It's brought to you by Ed Phillips Plumbing. Ed Phillips Plumbing, the real 24-hour plumber. Ed-Phillips-plumbing.com. Second down and short as we come back to action. And Hendrickson will hand the ball off to Workman. He'll have the first down as he's all the way up to the College Station 47-yard line. Actually, that was not Workman. That was going to be Artis Duncan. Now Workman will check back in.
Yeah, gain of 11 right there for Duncan. As spelling Workman a little bit. He's been hit really hard tonight, Tim. And he came off to get a quick breather. Back out there now, though.
As we move through the quarter, we'll take a look at our Brazos Valley scoreboard, brought to you by Brazos County Bank. Deep roots, strong branches.
Yeah, Tim, just a quick update. Montgomery on top of Rudder 23-0 at halftime. Franklin on top of the Little River Academy Bumblebees 28-14 at halftime.
Handed off to Workman. He starts up the middle, now bounces out right, and he's got a big gain as he's into College Station territory. Steps out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, looked like number 19 for College Station out there.
Bryson Brown.
Bryson Brown was getting a little jersey tug.
First and 10. This is the best, or the deepest penetration that the Hawks had in this ball game. First time they've been in College Station territory.
That 28-yard run equals their amount of total yardage from the first half. So starting to see some backups come in for the Cougars as Braylon Wortham is out, Demarion Gilbert is out.
Fake the give and try and throw, and it's incomplete. That was intended for Joseph Brown. You had Brandon Mosley in at the running back position, and now Artis Duncan will check in. As I said, a couple of their sophomores getting some work back there.
Yeah, Connor Bright and Bryson Brown are in at corner. Looks like number 20, William Bradford, is in, as well as a recent call-up to the varsity roster, number 46,
Cole Goodlet.
Cole Goodlet, playing at linebacker.
Second and 10. Gonna fake the give. Cleveland gonna take it himself. Cy Freeman meets him. He does manage to get about 4 yards, however, setting up third and about 6. Interesting watching this. You got a little battle going on between Caden Keller and Luca Matamoros. One of their big offensive linemen. The two of them got in a little bit of a push and shove earlier. The referee got between them, and then on that play, it looked like Matamoros fell on top of Keller. And the two of them kind of going at it a little bit. It's been an interesting matchup here.
Indeed it has, as Keller lined up next to Garrett Stutz.
No snap, but they pick it up, hand it off to Workman. He'll go right up the middle. He's got the first down and more as he's plowing over people, and he gets inside the 20 to the 15.
Gain of 18 right there. Looks like we have
injured Cougar. That's going to be Thomas Herring. Just taking a look at some scores from District 12, which is who the Cougars would match up against. The one we're watching, New Braunfels Canyon now on top of Wagner, 14-7 as they start the fourth quarter. A Wagner win, and the Cougars would get Canyon. A Wagner loss, and I believe it will be Bernie champions coming here next week.
Yeah, and so, you know, Canyon playing for their seeding, hoping not to face this high-power Cougar offense, as I'm sure both them and Champion have coaches here doing some scouting.
Herring does walk off the field on his own power. It'll be first and 10 for the Hawks at the College Station 15-yard line, excuse me.
Looks like William Bradford is out there now with Jake Grant.
Artis Duncan in the backfield for the Hawks. Actually, that's Workman, I'm sorry. 24, not 34, and he does get the handoff, and he'll pick up 4 to the 11.
Also, Jake Wren and Liam Ponte out there for the Cougars.
We go under 9.5 to go in the ball game.
It's not Liam Ponte, it's Madden Hurd. So Conte and Hurd have been flipping back and forth.
Cleveland going to hand it off to Workman again. He'll be brought down. Good tackle there by the aforementioned Madden Hurd.
And you know this, these backups don't want to let their team down. You know, no shutout donuts all year so far, so they're wanting to stime Hendrickson.
3rd and 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line. You got to think it's 4-down territory for the Hawks. Taking their time getting the play in here. Play clock to 10.
Yeah, and it looks like most of the starting defense is down at about the 25-yard line, pumping them up.
Cleveland keeps it himself, breaks a tackle, and he'll be near the 1st down. I think he might be a little bit short. Needed the 5, got the 6.
4th down, yeah.
It'll be 4th and 1.
And Hendrickson send in the jumbo, it looks like. And you know, I have to give props to head coach Doug Pierce, as Workman's going to go Wildcat. Props to Doug Pierce. He wants to earn the points. He doesn't want to just settle for a field goal.
Cleveland takes the snap, hands it off to Workman. He's hit in the backfield, gets away from it, and he's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawks.
Yeah, and tough one right there. As, lined up Wildcat, looked like, and then Cleveland took the snap, handoff, and first contact was behind the line of scrimmage. He just was able to break the arm tackle and get in from 6 yards out. So no shutout for the Cougars tonight, but you know Stony Pryor's always going to love having something to coach up in film, and great time for these backups to get a lot of experience heading into the playoffs.
The extra point is up, and it is good. Your new score was 7:40 to go in the ball game. College Station 42, Pflugerville 7. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
A tradition may be a little too unsophisticated for some people in other parts of the state, but we know that sometimes a little tradition can go a long way. I like these traditions. That's one of the reasons why I do my banking with Prosperity. Prosperity Bank knows good business and good banking. They were with me when the economy was rough, and they'll be with me as the economy grows stronger. They run their bank right. It's their tradition. Member FDIC, ProsperityBankUSA.com.
KBMK, Wheelock, Bryan, College Station. Aggieland's country alternative. Maverick 100.9.
Hendrickson gets on the board. It's now 42-7, College Station on top.
Yeah, it was a 10-play, 72-yard drive. Carson Workman punched it in from 6 yards out on 4th and 1. And, you know, I gave credit to head coach Doug Pierce. Did not pull a Will Muschamp kicking a field goal to break up the shutout. He wanted to earn the shutout.
I want to remind you to stick around following the game for our Zornman Flooring post-game shows. Zornman Flooring, get the best in service, selection, and style from Zornman Flooring. Visit zfloors.net today. We'll have our post-game interview with head coach Stony Pryor as this little pooch kick comes down, and Cody Dixon fields it at the 30, and flags coming in as there's a lot of late pushing and shoving. Dixon went down to the ground, took a hit, and his teammates came to his defense. We'll see how they rule on this one. In that Tournament Flooring post-game show, as I was saying, we'll have our interview with head coach Stony Pryor. We'll pick our player of the game. We'll wrap things up and get you set up heading into next week in the playoffs.
Yeah, number 71, Chad Jordan came in with the late hit on Dixon after the whistle was blown. Looked like maybe some helmet-to-helmet, and was on top of Dixon, trying to pull him out were the Cougars, and then number 20, Paul Creighton, a sophomore, came in and kind of shoved the head.
So it is the 15-yard penalty against the Hawks. That'll move the ball out to the College Station 45-yard line. Score update, Cedar Park now on top of Georgetown 28-21. A&M Consolidated up 35-13 over Leander Glenn. So if that score holds in Georgetown or in Cedar Park, A&M Consolidated, would sneak into the 2 spot. Shotgun formation. Corcoran going to throw to Cody Dixon on the little bubble screen. Waits for a block, gets it, and ends up picking up about 4. Actually, they'll give him 3 to the 48 of College Station.
And senior Kyron Young is in. So if it's a night for Connor Cashin, 27 carries, 148 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Give it off to Kyron Young, and he'll get about a yard to the 49.
Little preview, maybe a player of the game type of performance for Connor Cashin tonight.
Jake Casas in there. Looking, we got some backup linemen. DeAndre Robinson in there, also in there. Bo Barrett. 3rd down for the Cougars. Gonna hand it off to Kyron Young. And he'll get near the 1st down as he gets all the way down to the Hawks' 46-yard line. It'll bring up 4th and 1. Now they mark it back at the 47, 4th and 2. The offense on the field, he's going to bring Xavier Vela in there. Vela and Casas are the tight ends. Actually, Vela's going to go in the backfield. And hand it off to Kyron Young. Squirts off the left side, spins out of a tackle, goes forward and gets the 1st down. Right at the marker. What a run by Kyron Young.
Yeah, he fought hard for those 2 yards. I mean, he fought did everything he could to stay up. And just excellent job right there by the Cougars to get that push after first contact.
Connor Cashin will check in now. Xavier Vela will come out, so you'll have Cashin and Young in the backfield. You lose the other Cashin in there, and it sounds like a law firm. Cashin, Young, and Cashin. And hand it off to Kyron Young. He'll go behind Connor Cashin, and he'll get 2 to the 43. Second and 8. Gonna hand it off to Kyron Young. He'll be hit in the backfield. He'll lose a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9. 5:24 in counting. 4th quarter, College Station on top, 42-7.
Looks like Rudy Contreras, the senior wide receiver, out here now. His first time on the field this season. Getting some PT.
Shotgun formation for Corcoran has Young to his left. Gonna fake the give to him. Step up in the pocket, throw. Going downfield. Incomplete, no flags. That'll bring up 4th down as he was trying to get it out there to Zach Coster.
Yeah, just a little bit too far. Coster had to step on his man. The ball's a little bit too far for him. And Corcoran, of course, will stay out there to get the punt. Excellent punt his last time on the first drive of the game.
Takes the snap, end over end kick. Takes a Cougar bounce. It'll be fielded at the 7-yard line by DeStefano. Across the 10 to about the 13.
And you know, Tim, punting was really one of the Achilles heels last week of the Cougars. Set up a lot of consolidated short fields. So I like that we've seen Cade. You know, they may not be the best looking punts, but they get the job done. He doesn't outkick his coverage. And this week, a lot better job on special teams all around.
Well, I mean, he's also punting from the 45 of his own 45 rather than his own 10 or something. Yeah, I mean, there were too many times where his punt wasn't good, but he was in a bad situation as well, and that's why it ended up short field. But yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. He's doing a good job of getting that end over end kick and getting that bounce, and for a positive for them. 1st and 10 for the Hawks at their own 13-yard line. 4:45 to go in the ball game. Cleveland is your quarterback. He's in the shotgun formation. He's going to take it himself. And he's going to slip, but he maintains his balance. And he's going to have a first down as he gets out to the 28-yard line. He just followed his tailback artist, Duncan.
Yeah, and Liam Ponte right there had the angle, but kind of got sealed off with the lineman. Tackle came free at him, sealed him off. As even more backups in there now. Adolfo Velasquez.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line of Hendrickson. Cleveland shotgun formation. He's looking to throw. He's going to complete this pass. It's going to be caught by Jaden Smith, and he's hit immediately by Bryson Brown. Give him 4 to the 32. Is that just the second completed pass for Cleveland?
His
or third? Third, okay. Clock continues to roll, 3:40 and counting. Shotgun formation again for Cleveland. Gonna hand it off to Artis Duncan. He'll go off the left side. Nice gain as he's gonna be across the 35 up to the 40. Mark him at the 41, and that's another first down. Mark stops while they move the chains. 3:18 to go in the ball game. Stick around for our post-game show, brought to you by Zorn Flooring. Scott will have our post-game interview with head coach Stoney Pryor. We'll have the final stats. We'll pick our player of the game. We'll wrap things up and get you ready for next week in the playoffs. Maybe by the time we go off the air, we'll have a better idea who the Cougars will be playing next week. 1st and 10. Cleveland's going to throw. Short, incomplete. So that's up 2nd down.
And the only bad news, oh no, it was 2:41, and then a second ran off the clock, and they stopped it. So I got a little hopeful. I said, you know, maybe the only bad news was going to be that was going to stop the clock, and it indeed does. But what a good job to end the season for the Cougars. You know, you could have had a little bit of a hangover from last season or from last week, as College Station was a high emotion game against Consolidated. They came out and took care of business today.
2nd and 10, going to hand it off. And this is going to be a big gainer by Brandon Mosley as he breaks through everybody. Still on his feet inside the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. It's a touchdown for Brandon Mosley. 59 yards, excuse me, for the touchdown for Brandon Mosley.
Got the key blocks downfield, made a couple men miss, and did a good job on that run. College Station, seeing right now, not a lot of starters out there. So, interesting enough though, last year 42-14 versus Hendrickson to end the year.
Yeah, and if this extra point is good, we'll be at 42-14. Tobias on to add the extra point. The kick is up, and it is through. 42-14, our new score with 2:27 to go in the ball game. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
You protect your family's skin while outdoors, but did you know they're exposed to harmful UV rays while riding in your car? Lumar Automotive Tints blocks over 99% of harmful UV rays, plus provides heat and glare protection with style and comfort. New cars are expensive, so freshen up your ride with Lumar Automotive Window Tinting and protect yourself, your family, and your vehicle. Ag Solar Guard has been your local window tinting dealer for over 31 years. So trust Ag Solar Guard today and call 260-TINT. That's 260-TINT.
Fourth quarters belong to the Pflugerville Hendrickson Hawks as they've scored twice. It's now 42-14.
Yeah, it was a 4-play, 87-yard drive, 59-yard touchdown run, by Brandon Mosley, the sophomore linebacker running back for Hendrickson Hawks. And you know, this Hendrickson team, a lot of youth. When you look at the roster, a lot of 10s and 11s, and there's even a 9 on there. So, you know, Coach Pierce building for something in the future, it looks like. And, you know, this fourth quarter can, if you hold the Cougars out of the end zone here in the last 2.5 minutes, fourth quarter can be something that you look to build upon heading into the offseason. if you're the Cougars, you want to end this game on a high note, maybe put some more points up, get somebody like a Kyron Young, his first touchdown of his varsity career on his was one of his last games here at the Cougar Stadium.
Cougars expecting an onside kick here. Will be one. It's off a Cougar. It's still live, and it's going to be fielded by the Hawks. They'll recover it at the College Station 36-yard line.
Yeah, and Devon DeCoke and Edward Tidings, the two kickers, celebrating, hugging. And, Stoney Pryor, when talking to the official, I don't know if he's saying, how do we let that one get through? Or?
Well, it just went right through the hands of a College Station player, and then there was nobody behind him.
And they're bringing in Fisher Maynard at the strong safety spot, so they're bringing in one of their senior leaders on defense. Yeah, if you're the Cougars, there's things to be cleaned up here in the fourth quarter, and Stoney Pryor doesn't want to have the perfect game be against Hendrickson. He wants the perfect game to be at AT&T Stadium. There's always something he can analyze and look at.
Cleveland, he's going to look to throw. He's going to go towards the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. That was intended for Spencer DiStefano. Running step for step with him was Connor Bright.
Yeah, some mutual hand fighting right there. Nothing too crazy. I was looking at the back judge because that was the same kind of play Braylon Wortham was flagged for his interception.
Second and 10 following the incompletion. Clock stops with 2:19 to go in the ball game. Cougars on top 42-14.
I'll tell you this, one thing I love.
Sorry, that's okay, got to hand it off. And this time, much better job by the Cougars as they wrap up Artis Duncan right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
I was going to say, one of the things that I love is how engaged the Cougars are on the sideline right now. You have the entire offense standing even with the line of scrimmage, expecting to get the ball back here with 2 minutes left. And they might do it at, third down, third and long right here. The obvious pass situation for the Hawks.
Cleveland takes the snap, looking to throw. Throwing towards the end zone, looking for DiStefano, and it's going to be picked off. And that is going to be Jake Wren with the interception.
He got kind of stepped on as Jake Wren was making the interception. They're going to write it down at 4.
Jake Wren with his first interception of the season. As a defensive unit for the Cougars, that is going to be interception number 11.
Interception number 2 of tonight, and
Oh, I'm sorry, that'll be interception number 12. I forgot we had one earlier in the game. So 12 on the season now. Forgot about Braylon's.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what the Cougars do here. Minute and a half, 96 yards to go. Obviously don't want to give up the safety.
We're going to step aside here as they tend to the injured Hawk player DiStefano. 1:29 to go in the ball game. Cougars on top, 42-14. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick, 100.9.
ASAP Equipment rents the equipment you need to get your projects done. Since ASAP is a locally owned business, they also rent to homeowners, farmers, ranchers, and small construction companies, not just big account holders. ASAP rents trenchers, stump grinders, mud buggies, tracks, skid steers, and mini excavators with attachments. Call John Jarvis at 979-690-1106 and stop by 730 Peach Creek Cutoff Road in College Station or click asapequipment.com today.
DiStefano, the injured Hawk, he's going to have to be helped off the field. We hope nothing but the best for him here. As we have 1:29 to go in the ballgame, the Cougars take over following the interception, 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
And courtesy of Scott Clendenin, some playoff seeding breakdowns. If Cedar Park wins by 1 to 5 points, Consolidated will have the second seed.
And that's so. Just to be clear, if Consolidated wins,
Consolidated
which they are
win.
doing, yeah,
Yes.
they're winning pretty handily. So we expect them to win, as they are currently up 38-13 with 6.5 to go. Cedar Park right now leading Georgetown 28-21 as they hand it off to Kyron Young, and he bursts through, and he's going to pick up 10. That'll be a first down.
On 11 to the 15. And everybody in the stadium got to their feet because if he broke that shoestring tackle, he was 96 yards to the house. Yeah, so if Cedar Park holds on to win, or Cedar Park wins by 1 to 5 points with Consolidated winning, and Consolidated will be the 2 seed at +4. Georgetown will be the 3 seed at -1. And Cedar Park would actually be the 4 seed.
As Corcoran takes a knee here, the Cougars are content to run this one off and walk away with the 42-14 victory.
So Cedar Park winning would actually have them at the 4 seed at a -3 total in points between the 3 teams. If Cedar Park wins by 6 to 12 points, Consolidated will still hold on to the 2 seed. Cedar Park will move up to the 3 seed, dropping Georgetown to the 4 seed. And if Cedar Park wins by 13 or more, they will go all the way up to the 2 seed. Consolidated will drop to the 3, and Georgetown will drop to the 4.
And right now, 1 minute, 5 seconds to go. Cedar Park on top of Georgetown, 28-21. This one here is gone final. Your Cougars, the undefeated district season. Outright district champions all by themselves as they win this one 42-14 to get the victory over the Hendrickson Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, just absolute domination from start to about 4 minutes in the fourth quarter when Hendrickson scored. But even then, you got the second turnover, and it's another golden ball for the bookshelf. And you know that the carpentry class at College Station High School loves the free practice. Because that field house is crowded with a lot of them. And I believe it's their first outright district title since that 2021 state finalist team with Jet Huff and Traylon Sewell and Corbin Johnson was a junior on that team. So just outstanding season all around for the College Station Cougars.
Update on Cedar Park and Georgetown, 28-21, 56 seconds to go. Georgetown has the ball in Cedar Park territory, just took a sack, and it's going to be 4th and 17 coming up. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll let you know how that one plays out. We'll wrap this one up. Scott will be down on the field for our post-game interview with head coach Stoney Pryor, and we'll have more as we head to the Zwerneman Flooring post-game show. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9. Taking 3
Howdy,
here.
football fanatics. Ready to upgrade your...
Thank you.
At your service. From the warmth of hardwood to the comfort of plush carpets, we've got the win for every room. And just like your favorite team, we bring top-notch performance to every project. Our experts will assist you from selection to installation. Whether you're hosting game day parties or just relaxing after a thrilling game, Zwerneman Flooring has you covered.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming to the field a band whose performances redefine halftime, postgame. A group that is a consistent URL Region Sweepstakes Award winner, URL area marching finalist, and as it now applies to both 2021 and 2023, it makes it a new tradition, a UIL State Marching Band Contest participant. It's the College Station High School Mighty Cougar Band. The drum makers for the Cougar Band are Braden Sinkle, Jack Chuck, Kelly Dean, and John Perot. This evening, the band will perform their entire 2023 marching production, Dark Side of the Moon. Musical selections 1 through 3, S&M, Brain Damage, and Eclipse by Pink Floyd, FXMLDR by Thinking Scientists, and Space Oddity by David Bowie. Featuring musicians Mauricio Garcia and Will Latham on trumpet, David Paul on alto sax, Luke Hudgens on clarinet, Rio Miyamoto on flute, and Nick Johnson on mellophone. All arrangements by Will Wells and Manny Maldonado. Prepare for takeoff on this lunar adventure as we go where no band has gone before. Not just to the moon, but also to San Antonio. Quality hitting touches on the way there and back. Ladies and gentlemen, before you're on the playing field, it's your midnight marchers, the post-game players, the all-stars of Alamo City. It's your College Station High School Mighty Cougar Band. The band directors are John Seal and Michael Dixon. Color guard director is Lauren Nolan, and the section of the week is the color guard. The band appreciates the support of our Director of Fine Arts, Eric Eats, and Fine Arts Administrative Assistant, Linnell Graydon. The Cougar Band Guards would like to thank all the wonderful fans and supporters, including our
sure that they didn't have to share it. They come out and take care of business. It's a very workmanlike performance as they win this one 42-14.
Yeah, and I mean, taking care of business is nothing new to Cougar